everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Hell is a Square Circle. This is a one-shot from AfterShock Comics. This is also an oversized magazine format one-shot, so keep that in mind as you go into the shop, because definitely things like this definitely make me at least take a look at if it's something I want to purchase. Now, this is a one-shot. It's a comic about wrestling, so I'm definitely super on board. But let's take a look at the creative team. So this is being written by Chris Condon, who's also working on Dead Texas Blood. You want to definitely go check out that series. Francesco Biagini on art, Mark Englert on colors, and Dave Sharpe on letters. Really cool cover by Jacob Phillips. So in this book, Ted the Irish Mooska Walsh and his is a third-tier wrestling heel with a problem himself. He's behind on rent, child support, and his career. But he thinks he can change things. As he attempts to take control of his life, his actions leave him with blood on his hands. Ted finds himself on the run from the authorities and the darkness from his past. As Ted tries to escape his former self and build a new future, his mistakes come back to haunt him in and out of the ring. Like I said, this is first of all, the fact that it's a one shot by such a talented team definitely had me on board. And then after you see some of the preview art, I'm sure you'll be on board as well. But just also the fact that we're getting another comic that's kind of centered about wrestling, I love that. You guys know I'm a big fan of wrestling. I love Do a Powerbomb by Daniel Warren Johnson and other things like that. So let's go take a look at some preview art here, and you'll see why this book is going to be awesome. I just love the colors here. Very much they fit the style and the theme and the tones of here, but also the theme of wrestling, right? I think it really feels like almost gives it a surreal feel, especially when we see the wrestling panels, right? I just really like that stuff. I love the detail. I love the art, how dynamic it is. Like so many lines, a little scratchy. Yeah, I really like all those details. I love the use of so many shadows all over the place, which really conveys the dark tone of the story. Like as we get into the story, things get a little bit darker, a little bit worse for our protagonist. And I just love these panels here. Like the pacing, it really makes it feel like things are happening on this phone call. I love it. I love how we go from this transition, the grimace on his face as he's reacting to whatever's being said on the phone. Just there's so much you could really get a lot out of the story just by looking at the art without even any of the narration or the words. And I think that's definitely a success. We do meet, even though he's our protagonist, even though our protagonist is the heel, we meet somebody that's also very unlikable. This other wrestler, Cosmic Cassidy, and that's kind of where things start to devolve. And wrestling is tough. It's a tough sport, especially on the smaller indie circuit. There's a lot of characters that are just looking out for themselves, and unfortunately, Ted seems to be falling with the wrong crowd on this one. So yeah, things just continue to get worse for Ted. But how worse can they be? Can wrestling save him, or can he save himself with his own talent? And that's kind of what this book is about. It's about 50 pages long, so it's definitely a really nice one and done. But I would not mind seeing more stories, maybe set in this league of wrestling, like the circuit of wrestling. So it's such a cool title too. I really, really enjoyed it. So let us know what you think of this issue. If you read it, let us know down in the comments. Any other wrestling comics that you're reading, let us know as well. As always, thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned because we have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone.